Thank you so much for joining me for this Pilates with Props class. My name is Madeline, and I am a certified yoga and Pilates instructor from Toronto. And I'm really excited about this class today because we are going to be using a mini stability ball. You can get these anywhere off Amazon. This is a Marathu ball, size medium. If you have a ball that's a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger, it will work just fine. The cool thing about this is that there's no weight to it, but it really can help us get super deep into the muscles and really take the poses up to that next level. So if you don't have one of these balls, you can totally modify this class and just do it without. But if you've got your ball, meet me on your mat. We're going to come laying down, and you're going to place the ball to start in the middle of your back. So it should be between your shoulder blades in the top third of your back. So we're going to come all the way down. You can place your ball on your mat and just position yourself so you feel that ball in between your shoulder blades. Our feet are planted firmly on the mat, knees are straight up to the sky. You can just start by taking your arms all the way out to the sides. Just lay over the ball and let your head rest on the mat if that feels comfortable for you. We're just going to take a few breaths here. I want you to slow everything down. Start breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as we have our chest open here, I just want you to think about really opening up your heart today, noticing what you need, noticing how you're feeling, and just opening through your chest, setting your intention. Let's take one more deep breath here. And let it go with a sigh. We're going to take fingertips behind your head. You can rest your head in your hands. So for this entire class, I really want you to focus on connecting your breath to the movement, especially with the core portion of this class. It's going to really help you to deepen the exercise and just be a lot more effective in the movement. So feet are planted, knees are straight up to the sky. We're going to start with a crunch. You're going to inhale. Chest opens, upper body goes back. We exhale, curling up, looking towards the top of your knees, okay? We inhale and exhale. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. So keep going like this. I want you to be moving at a pace that almost feels a little too slow. But I want you to focus on getting the full range of motion. So as you lower down, really letting your ribs expand. And as you exhale, we lift up, crunching as high as you possibly can without lifting up off the ball. Let's go for 3. For 2. For 1. Let's hold the chest up, lifted. Extend your arms forward to the end of the mat. Little pulse, like you're reaching your fingers towards the end of the mat. Exhale as you lift, like you're breathing it through a straw. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. You can extend your arms up overhead. We're going to press the bum back just a little bit. So you're rolling up on that ball. You want the ball in the middle of your back. So maybe just where your bra strap would be, or a little bit lower in the middle section of your back. We're going to do a very similar thing, but now we're targeting more into our lower abs. So your hands come behind your head. We're going to lower all the way down and lift all the way up. Lower all the way down and lift all the way back up. So you might notice that this already feels a little bit deeper. One, because we've already warmed up and done this before, but also because this is really pushing us to tighten through our lower abdominals. So I want you to think about plugging that belly button in, and as you lift, knitting your ribs together like you've got a corset on. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hit our pulse. We lift, extend the arms forward, little pulse, up an inch and down an inch. Nice. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted here. Fingertips come back behind your head. Even just holding this should feel a little bit difficult. You should really be plugging your belly button in. We're going to add the legs into it. So we're going to start with the right knee. You're going to lower down like we just did. And as you lift, right knee is going to pull in towards your chest. We tap the mat with the toe, lower down, draw up, knee comes into your chest. We lower and lift, lower and lift. If this feels like too much, just keep that foot on the mat. We have 5, 4, 3, we add on in 2, in 1. Next time you lift that knee, we're going to twist your shoulder towards the knee. So left shoulder towards right knee. Come back through center, tap the toe, lower down. We twist and lift, lower down. This is really starting to burn. I hope you're feeling it too. We have 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold on this next one. Hold, little pulse. Maybe even take that left arm, reach it across like you're slicing on the outside of your thigh. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Just let your upper body fall over the ball, stretching out through your abdominals. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. We're going to come over to the other side. So reset. Come up to that neutral position, belly button's plugging in, ribs are knitting together. We've got fingertips behind the head. We're going to crunch it up. So lower, lift as you crunch, left knee comes into your chest. Shoulders are still square to the end of your mat. We lower, tap the toe, lift and crunch, lower, lift and crunch. I am feeling this big time in my upper abdominals. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. On this next one, we twist, come back through center, lower, twist. Nice. 5 like this. 4, 3, 2. Last one, we hold, extend that right arm, and reach and pulse. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower all the way down. Let your upper body fall over the ball. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. We have one more little sequence like this. We're going to take the ball, place it at the low of your back, so you're a bit more in a seated position. So from here, I want you to extend your arms forward and lean back. This is going to be our neutral or starting position. So from here, I don't want you to be like leaning into the ball and resting. We're active. Our shoulders are pulled together. Open through your chest. And I want you to feel your abdominals just starting to turn on. It shouldn't feel super difficult, but you want to feel that point where you're like, okay, I'm active. So fingertips are reaching forward. We're going to just start with a pulse back and a lift. A little lower and a little lift. It really doesn't take much. This is a small movement, but we're really focusing on those super deep abdominal muscles that are going to help us build a strong core. So we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it low, fingertips come behind your head. Same thing, little lower, little lift for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reset. Let's come up. Roll the shoulders back. Open up through your chest. We're almost done. And then we're moving on to a little glutes. All right, deep breath in. Sink it back. Come to that starting position. Hands out in front. We're going to twist towards the right, like you're setting down a block over to the right, and then come back in through center. Twist, set down that block, come through center, just to the right. For 5, 4, we add on in 3, 2, let's get the knee into it. We twist, knee comes into the chest, come back through center. Twist, draw that knee in. It's just a little lift of the leg to really help you get a bit deeper into that twist for 4, 3, 2, twist and hold, little pulse to the right. So twisting your upper body, trying to square up your shoulders to the wall beside you. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Come up, reset, roll the shoulders back. One more side. You're doing great. Extend those arms forward. Roll it back, come to that starting position. Ribs are knitting in. We twist towards the left, set down that block, come back in through center. Twist and back through center. We have 5, 4. We add the knee in, 3, 2. On this next one, twist, lift the knee. Tap the toe, come back through center. Lift, come back through center for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Twist, hold it here, little pulse, like you're trying to square your shoulders to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come up, roll your shoulders back. You can take that ball out from under your back, place it in between your legs. So the ball should be just about at the top of your knees. So you don't want it in between your knees, but you also don't want it super high up in between your inner thighs. We want it right at the top of our legs, so the top of the ball is almost flush with your knees. All right, so we're lowering all the way down. Before we start, let's just come back to our breath, taking your hands around the bottom of your ribs. So I want you to put your whole palm on the side of your ribs, fingertips in towards one another. Let's just take a few really deep breaths, starting with that breath in through your nose. Feel your ribs expand into your hands. And as you exhale, fingertips come close together. Let all of the air out. Let's go 2 more like that. Really deep breath in. Feel your ribs expand. Exhale. Let everything go. 1 more like that. Breathe it all in. And exhale. Release. All right, so we've got that ball in between our legs. Feet are planted firmly on the mat. You want to be able to just about touch your heels. So from here, we're going to work into some hip bridges. So I want your hands pressing into the mat beside your hips, equal weight in both of your feet. We're going to start with a slow articulation. So we're going to curl through the low back, tucking the tailbone, lifting up through the spine all the way to your upper body. Hold here. Feel your hamstrings start to turn on. Just notice what this does for your body. We want to tuck the tailbone, engage the low abs, okay? So you're pulling your belly button up in towards your ribs. Now we're going to slowly articulate all the way down, starting from the top of your back, rolling 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way down. I just want you to feel this movement. Come all the way down and release. Let's go 1 more slow like that. We start, tuck the tailbone, lifting all the way up 1 vertebrae at a time. Take a nice deep breath at the top and lower all the way down. Slowly articulate. All right, on this next one, we're going to lift all the way up. So tuck that tailbone, come all the way up. Hold it here. We're going to start tapping the bum, keeping a nice flat back, and then lifting through the glutes, really squeezing your glutes together, hamstrings engaged. We've got a little bit of pressure on that ball, nothing crazy, but just want you to keep super active through your inner thighs. So we tap and lift, tap and lift. Nice. Just a steady pressure on the ball, even weight through both of your feet. And check in with your form. Notice if your tailbone is tucking, your core is engaged at the top, because as much as this is a glutes exercise, there's also core involved here, and our core is already warm. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, let's hold it up on this next one, lift and hold. We're going to dip the hips and lift them. So just focusing on that top half. Again, we've got that steady pressure on the ball. So you should really feel your inner thighs starting to burn up here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. We go back to full range. Lower all the way down, lift it all the way up. Very nice. Lower all the way down, lift all the way up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on this next one, lift and hold. Now keep your hips as they are. We're just squeezing the ball and releasing. Squeeze the ball, release, squeeze, release. Big inner thigh push here. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. You can take that ball out from between your legs and just hug your knees into your chest. Set that ball off to the side. Maybe taking some big circles with your knees, just opening up through your hips. Whatever you need here, take a breath. We're going to transition into tabletop. You're going to take that ball and it's going to go behind your legs. So you're kind of squeezing it in between your calf and the back of your leg. So equal weight into both of your hands. Hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Before we get started with the exercise, let's just take a cat-cow, opening up through your chest. Take a nice deep breath in, sink your belly low, and exhale, round. One more just like that, opening up through your chest, and exhale, round. All right, let's press equally into both hands. We're in one long line from the crown of your head all the way out your tailbone. So you want to be looking at the top of your mat. So we're going to flex through that heel, the leg that has the ball, and we're just going to start to kick that foot up and lower the knee down. So keeping that leg at 90. We're having a little bit of pressure on that ball, so you're going to feel it in your hamstrings. I want you to bring some awareness to your core as well. Your belly button is plugging in. We don't want the low back to start, moving with our leg. We want to keep that low back super steady. So only lift the knee as high as you can without compromising your low back. We have 4, 3, 2. We have a pulse here. Lift and hold. Little pulse up an inch and down an inch. Beautiful. Keeping your gaze at the top of the mat. Relaxing through your face. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that knee there. We're going to draw the knee on the outside towards that elbow and then kick it back at an angle. So kind of like a donkey kick back. Draw that knee in, send it back. So for this move here, when that knee comes in, I want you to look at your knee, twist. That's going to get a little bit deeper into our obliques. And then send the leg back, look forward. Twist, send it back. Nice. Again, using your breath. Inhale as you go long and exhale as that knee draws in. We have 6, 5, you got it. For 4, 3, 2, we have a pulse. Draw that knee in towards the elbow, little pulse of that knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to finish here. Send that knee back to that donkey kick. Heel is flexed towards the ceiling. We're just going to squeeze that ball and release. Little squeeze and release. So you might not even see anything in the movement that I'm doing here. But I really just want you to give a little pressure on the ball and release. You're going to feel this big time in your hamstrings. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower down. Take that ball out. You can just hold it in between your hands and sink back for a child's pose. Nice deep breath in and release. All right, before we move on to the other side, I'm going to take a little interlude here. So weight is going to come into that left leg. You've got your right leg out long, foot is planted on the mat. you got your ball in between your hands, not a lot of pressure on it, but just really here to keep your chest open, keep you aware of your posture. So we're going to start dipping over towards that bottom knee and then coming all the way up. We dip over and come up. Beautiful. So this is a big obliques movement. I want you to keep really proud through your chest. Really in sync with your breath. Let's go for 3. We add on in 2. In 1, extend it over, arms go long. We're gonna pass the ball above your head into the bottom hand. Pass the ball. So plugging that belly button in, protecting your low back, really using your obliques here. If you feel this starting to hurt in your low back, just lift yourself back up and reset. Let's go for 3. For 2, we're gonna take that ball in your bottom hand onto the mat. So your weight is gonna come onto that ball. If this is too much, or if your wrist hurts or you feel unstable, just take your hand straight to the mat. So if this feels okay, your hand is on the ball, your top arm is long. Let's take a stretch before we begin. Just let everything go long, opening up through your right side body. From here, we're gonna lift that top leg. Even this is just very difficult, so find your balance. We're gonna draw knee to elbow and extend it long. So I want your knee coming in front and your elbow meeting it. Perfect. Let's go for 4. I know this is hard. For 3. We pulse in 2. Last one, extend it long, little pulse of that top leg. So again, pulling up through your side, using your obliques to keep you stable. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Okay, we're coming onto our side. So from here, you can take that ball under your left side. So if you had your left knee down, just come onto that side. We're gonna work into our obliques. So this is challenging, I will warn you. Modify where you need, take a breath where you need. Bottom knee is bent. Top leg is long. We're keeping that top leg active, so you can point through your toe if that helps. Okay, so our top arm is in front of our chest, and that bottom arm is underneath your ear, okay? So this top arm is here for stability, but also for help to lift. So we're gonna just start to crunch on that ball. You can take fingertips on the mat if you want a little bit of a lighter grip. So this is pure obliques here. We're lifting and lowering down. Again, staying with your breath. We have 5 like this. 4. We add on in 3, 2. Next time, we're gonna add the leg into it. So we lower down, we lift that top leg as we lift our upper body, lower down, tap the toe, lift it up, lower down, beautiful. If this feels too much, just keep that top leg on the mat. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, lift and hold here. Option to keep that top leg lifted or lower down if it's too much. Reach that top arm towards your heel. We're just pulsing on the ball. Nice. For 5, 4, you got it. 3, 2, and 1. Fold over that ball. Open up through that right side. Oh, that feels good. Just let it release. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna come back to the legs. So you're in tabletop. You've got the ball behind your right knee, or whichever knee you didn't do the last time. So before we start, one more cat-cow. Open up through your chest. And exhale round. Once more, we come through center, open the chest, sink the belly low. And around. We're flexing through that heel that has the ball. Equal weight in both of your hands. We're just going to extend that heel up towards the ceiling and then close the knee back in. Nice and tight through the core. Little lift and lower. Lift it up and lower. Beautiful. Gaze is at the top of your mat. And I want you to think about releasing tension anywhere that you don't need it right now. So if you're holding tension in your eyebrows or in your face, your mouth, your shoulders, I want you to send all of your energy to your glutes. Let's go for 5, 4, we pulse in 3, 2, lift and hold, heel towards the ceiling, little pulse up an inch and down an inch. Beautiful. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that knee there. We're drawing the knee outside towards the elbow, sending it back for that donkey kick. Knee to elbow, send it back. Now let's add the look, twist, and then gaze goes forward as the leg goes back. Beautiful. Twist, extend. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, draw that knee to your elbow, little pulse here. Little pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg goes back to the donkey kick. Lift that knee high. We're squeezing the ball and release. Squeeze, release. Beautiful. Like you're drawing that heel in towards your bum. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that knee. Beautiful work. Take that ball. You can just hold on to it with your hands. Sink your hips back for child's pose. Nice deep breath in. We're almost done. We're going to finish off with those obliques. So weight comes into your right knee, left leg extends long. We've got the ball in between our hands, a little bit of pressure, just opening through your chest, relaxing through your shoulders. Plug that belly in, your belly button's pulling in and up. We're going to lower towards that knee and lift it up tall. Little lower and lift. So I always find this to be a good warm-up for obliques, especially since that little sequence we're going through is very challenging. Just want to wake them up, get them ready to go. Let's go for 3, 2, we're going to hold it low here, extend the arms long as you come up, back in through center, extend, back through center, just for 3, 2, hold it out long. We're passing that ball above your head into your top hand, pass it, bottom hand, nice. So again, if you start feeling this in your low back, just lift yourself back up. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. That ball is going to finish in your bottom hand. You're going to place your weight into the ball and into that bottom knee. Top arm goes long. Let's start with a stretch. Nice deep breath in. And when you're ready, we're lifting that top leg. Take a breath here. Get stable. Knee draws towards your elbow and extends long. Beautiful. Draw the knee in. Extend it long. We have 6, 5, 4. Beautiful work. For 3, 2. Extend everything long. We're pulsing up an inch and down an inch. Just for 5 with that leg. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. So we're coming on to that right side. You've got the ball in between your hip and your ribs. Bottom knee bent, top knee long. Your bottom arm is going to come under your ear, and that top hand is in front for stability and also to help give you a little bit more of a lift. So let's start with a crunch, lifting up and lowering down. We lift up, lower down. We're active through that top leg. Beautiful work. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to add that top leg. We lift upper body, lift the top leg with it. Lower down, tap the toe. Lift, lower down. Beautiful. Using your breath. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold it here, lift, reach the top arm, little pulse towards your heel. Beautiful. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Let yourself fold over that ball. Whew. That is not easy. Nice deep breath here. And when you're ready, I'm going to come all the way up. You can just set your ball off to the side. We're going to meet in a downward dog. So pressing yourself all the way back. Whew. Pedaling up through your heels. That feels so good. Maybe lifting to the balls of your feet and just stretching up through your ankles. I like to make some circles with my ankles here. So if that feels good for you, you can join me. Let's go for 3, for 2. The last one, we're gonna lift that right leg all the way up, opening through your hip, maybe drawing that heel towards your bum if that feels good. And when you're ready, coming back through center, draw that knee in towards your chest, knee towards your right wrist, and set that leg down for pigeon. We're just gonna fold over that leg. Beautiful work. So big focus on our glutes and our core today. As we come into our final stretch, I want you to reconnect with your breath. Slow everything down. Notice how you feel now versus how you were feeling coming into the class. And sending yourself some gratitude for setting aside this time. One more breath here. We're gonna press ourselves up, tuck your back toe, send that right leg back to downward dog, pedal it out. Left leg's gonna go all the way up, opening through your hip, pulling that heel towards your bum. Be a nice big stretch. And when you're ready, drawing that left knee towards your left wrist, setting your shin down for pigeon. So if your shin can't get parallel to the front of the mat, that's totally fine. You can bring your heel in towards your pelvis and just fold over that leg. As long as you're feeling a stretch in your glutes, that's all that matters. Taking this moment of silence with yourself, check in. We have 2 more breaths. Make them really deep. I want you to fill yourself all the way up, feeling your back ribs expand. And as you exhale, let something go. One more like that, breathing all the way in, filling yourself up with that good energy. And exhale, let something go. When you're ready, you're gonna press yourself up, swing that back leg around, come to seated. Meet me in a comfortable seated position, and we're all gonna take a breath here together. Deep breath in, arms come wide and up, breathing in all that good energy. Exhale, as your hands come through heart center, lock it all in. You are done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon.